Hi friends, how are you? So I have a dog in my pullover because my chihuahua is hi baby. How you doing? She's just very cold right now. It's actually a nice day. It's not freezing. It's not super chilly. It's like a couple layers and you're fine. Bless you. She's sneezing in my thing. But she is right now I'm the only person at home, so she's super needy. She's like, I need a warm body, I need a human being. So that's why she's in my hoodie. Because she wasn't really satisfied being kind of tucked under my arm. But I'm a bit redneck. Yes. I'm just a bit like a redneck right now in terms of my clothes. For a show, I feel a little bit too rednecky for Euphonium, but this is how I'm dressed right now, so it is what it is. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Okay. This series is an absolute delight. I love it. It's fun. It's funny. It has some odd moments between Kumiko and Reina. It's like a bit much. But it is still a absolute blast. I enjoy it so much. But anyway, last episode we kind of settled like, you know, Reina rightfully won the you know, she did. She won the competition, even though I think Iskiori is the name of the upperclassman. Even though she got more claps, a lot of claps, it really, in the end, everybody kind of knew it was really Reina who was best. Even the upperclassmen heard that, so that's why she was like, no, it needs to be Reina. And then Tamaki was just like, Taki Sensei was just like, you had the solo. So he's like, don't screw it up. But she understands the weight of having that solo and what that means. And she's going to take it very seriously. Are there 14 episodes in this series? Or is episode 14 really like an OVA? Because the website I'm on, sometimes what they'll do is they'll include the OVAs as part of the episodes. And then I'll get 14 episodes. So just let me know if it's 14 episodes or if it's 13 with an OVA. Though I suspect by the time this video comes out on YouTube, I might already have my answer, depending on how much I record today. What are you doing? Stop that. Well, now that we've moved past the whole kind of like soloist favoritism drama, we're gonna move forward. I think I read this episode's really focused on Kumiko, and kind of now that everyone's gone through everything, now she gets tested on what her drive is. And basically, what she needs to do. But I don't know. This is a fun anime. It's beautifully animated, of course, and it's just a good time. Anyway, there's nothing else I've really got to say. Just a reminder that after this anime, I am hoping to do K-On! Actually, would be the next anime. When I do want to do the movies as well for Sound Euphonium. I don't know when they would fall in place though. They wouldn't be like right after each other, right after the series. And then my hope is to slowly start reacting to some other movies for some other animes that I've already reacted to. Is there anything else to add? No, I guess the only other thing to say is that right now I am taking a poll on what anime to do next after I finish My Hero Academia and Mob Psycho 100. Right now, the two front runners are Demon Slayer and Haikyuu, with Demon Slayer taking the lead right now, especially on Patreon. But until I get enough subscribers to have a community page, right now I have to ask people instead of actually being able to poll people if we get the community page. Is there anything else to say? No, got a doggy in my pullover, who I think is just settled down now. And we're about to dive into episode 12 of HBK Euphonium. Again, if you're on YouTube, there is no sound, partial image, or below, so you can click on that. But again, on YouTube, no sound, partial image keeps the copyright monsters mostly at bay. Oh, guys, the other thing. And of course, if you're watching on YouTube, there is a follow along countdown timer. You can't miss it. You really can't. So without further ado, let's dive in. try to hammer in, like, it's you, honey. You've got it. You know. She earned that right, and he wants to make sure that it's confirmed for everybody. Okay. I think that's right. I'm kind of screwing with this thing a little bit, sorry. I do like the intro. The intro is very, very cute. So the way the pacing is going, I'm going to assume that this is going to lead up to the initial competition, but not to the national, because we only have a couple episodes left. So that I'm sure if we're going to the nationals, I assume that's being held for next season. Phone. Well, it was. I guess the big difference between listening overhead and versus in ear is that I can hear myself a lot more. So I really love that because a little bit of 3D there, and I kind of zoomed in, transition kind of beautifully to Kumiko. So this is a Kumiko episode, I believe. Nice. I like the band overplaying. So what I find interesting is that for summer break for Japan, like they're still doing stuff, focusing on like clubs and other things. Oh, I'm having a little hard time sight reading that. My Euphonium. She's really good. Shows how much passion and dedication. Oh my gosh. I love those moments when she's like Asuka's so serious and focused on her work, and then those where she's such a big goof. Doesn't have quite the same sounds as Asuka. Ooh, some wrong notes there. Not even close. Cicadas! A little embarrassed there. Yeah, Suga's really good. Excellent sight read. Like, she's really good what she does. Oh, she has a little tubacoon. Oh, keep her from her spit valve. Nice. That's really nice. So it's sounding better. Of course, I knew that was Reina. It's getting better. No, she's right. They're not becoming more special. Thanks, you jerk. Actually, no, it's really sweet. If you're like thinking about it, she goes, then I'll have to become even more special. And it's kind of her way of saying, like, well, if you're gonna be special, I gotta be even more special than you. But also, it's her way of saying, well, then, if you're gonna be special like me, I gotta step up my game so you can be even more special. So it's kind of cute. It's kind of a little. Yep. Oh! Well, that's cute that they washed her clothes for her. Or at least, blood's hard to get out. She dehydrated, didn't she? She is pretty intense. She's been inspired by Reina. Oh. That was cute. Oh, those moments where she's just like, yeah. Really good playing can inspire you like that. It's really awesome. But she can't exhaust herself either. No, that sounds like Shuichi. That was really, really cute. Them playing across the. Hey! You know, I don't think she really regrets leaving. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I'm glad we talked about that. It's if she's on the way to cram school, it's in summer. It's really late. Hmm. What a little brat. They're sounding really, really good, really solid. He's right. I used to have my band would always say practice makes permanent. How you practice is how you're gonna perform. Oh, I hate that in front of people. Sounds not really quite what Asuka is. He did that with Reina too, where he kind of like repeated himself, saying, you know, you will be the one playing the so you. Like he wants to hammer it in, do it. Like it's yours. You need to bring it. Same thing with her. He wants her to be confident. Make sure, hey, you need to. If you're gonna do it, you do it. So it sounds really good when she's practicing, but I think when she gets timid in front of people sometimes. Hi. She's so quiet, but she's so supportive of Kumiko. Not quite, Kumiko. Still has problems. Oh, halfway point, halfway point, halfway point. Oh, contra-based. One person. Of course, Reina sounds amazing. Absolutely beautiful. Kumiko has a way to go. She still is muddled. So when she's going at her pace, like she has it right. But Reina was playing at the right BPM. And right tempo. And Kumiko, when she's by herself, I think she slows down a little bit. She's not quite at the right tempo. So when she's playing with others, her quality of playing goes down. So, because maybe she's having a hard time keeping up with that tempo. You can kind of hear it kind of not be that great. And Reina's not making fun of her or saying, hey, that sucks or you need better. She's just like, she's very honest with her earlier. She's like, you need to do better. You're getting better, but it's not competition ready. And so her and her quiet way of really supporting Kumiko and kind of like, hey, if you need to be special, I need to be more special so you can be even more special, like me. I also have low competitiveness, like, hey, you can't be as special as me. So I thought it was really funny. I was like, it's kind of double meaning there. And I do think Kumiko will be ready by the competition. I think her drive, and I think Asuka will probably help her figure out the fingering. Because right now I think she has it, but it's a slightly lower tempo, I'm guessing, like I said before, than what's actually being played. So when Reina was playing at tempo, Kumiko was struggling a little bit to keep up. So we'll see what happens here. One contra bass. Little doggy in my sweater. Doggy in my sweater. I'm sorry. I love these little references to our bluebird. Good teacher. Yeah, Asuka's not that great of a teacher. Oh, it's weird to see Reina so timid. What is she doing? I like their dynamic. I do know. I think we kind of like lean into look into their dynamic a little bit more in season 2. So I'm excited for that because it's hilarious. I love that where she was like, "Oh, she's wrapping her fingers because she's cutting herself." She has. She's not there yet. Ooh, 10 days, not a lot of time. And she's giving her some exercises because those exercises do end up applying to this. So now they're getting closer. He's being more nitpicky and a little bit more intense. So I think that meant he played that part. I'm making sure he plays it every time. That's why I'm always impressed with directors, is that they've had that experience enough where they can hear when something's off. For me, I'm like, I don't know. Oh man, that must hurt. I like in the moment that he showed like Reina and the others, because these are the people who are like invested and care about Kumiko. Yeah, they were kind of one. Oh, she's not bringing it home with her? Oh, they want to take her out to make her feel better. They're so cute. Oh, that's her phone. She'll come back for that. I'm sure it's a plot point. Oh, Midori's so cute. She's so little. Got a doggy in my sweater. She's so disappointed right now. Oh. Oh, she's so frustrated. That was... They're so funny. Oh, baby girl. Oh. Huh. Shuichi's still there. He's a good guy. And his reaction, he also is upset, you know. He wants to improve. And he's fighting for that. And that's it's good. Oh, she's so upset. Heavy. So there's very clearly a thing also in Japan where it's like work hard, get into university, work hard, get into university. Sister's like, I'm dealing with this. Her liking the euphonium and this passion is good. And the frustration she feels is good. Because it will drive her to be better. Just like the frustration that Shuichi and the bit of that embarrassment that Shuichi was feeling. Oh, she realized she just forgot her phone. This is a summer, so she was walking pretty late at night. And he's really there late at night, too. Oh, interesting. I like her. She's like, oh. Oh, he's got his little slippers on. It is really late, yeah. Like I said, it was night by the time she got home, and it's... It's cute. That is something that he's get better at, is like encouraging people, like, hey. It's late at night, girl. Oh, look at Reina looking so cute in like normal clothes. She's trying to figure out, like, what do you mean you were with alone with Taki Sensei? What do you mean? Oh, that's so funny. So I remember I remember seeing that clip, and I don't know who the person was who was doing it, but they did do subtitles for what Kumiko and Reina were saying in addition to that voiceover. So you actually knew what they were saying. And I know she was like, wait a minute, Kumiko, what do you mean you're alone with him? What do you mean? Wait, no, what are you saying? So I love that moment. She was like, up until Tokage, I was alone with him until now. She's like, what? This late at night? Like, she does have a crush on him. So it's kind of, she's like, what do you mean? It's funny to see, first of all, Reina looked very cute. But it's also funny to see Reina a little flustered, like right there. I guess it's hard to read, but I guess she had a lot of like missed calls or texts from Reina. Which is really cute. They're like talking and chatting about stuff. Oh, so I think I just missed the part that the song they're playing is by Offenbach. I recognize that name actually. Of course, Yamaha's involved and stuff like that. I am again very amused by the fact that they are tied together with a string of fades. Like, okay. This anime is so cute. Let's talk about this anime, shall we? So something I like is that, you know, is that Kumiko got to understand what Reina was feeling because she was pushing and pushing and pushing for a particular goal. She felt like she didn't get it. She felt very angry and frustrated. And Reina was like, oh, this is what Reina was feeling on the day of the competition. And because they're right, because up to a certain point, Kumiko's actually been doing this for a long time, but there's always been this detached kind of indifference to her. Where she likes playing and she plays and she's better than some people, but also when you listen to Reina or Asuka, you can like, oh, that's what someone who like has a real passion for their instrument sounds like. That's what sets apart the special from the not special. That's what sets apart the soloists from the ensemble players. And that's what sets apart the people who are going to be playing for the rest of their lives versus somebody who is just gonna play through high school. And maybe we know Reina will, but maybe Kumiko, because of the passions being instilled in her with Reina and the others around her, that she will continue to play it on through college. I don't know if would be an option for her if she decided to do, I mean, not if she decided to do music, if she like, because some people, they'll do music classes and stuff like that in addition to like their actual main degree. If they have the room for it. So I don't know how Japanese universities, I'm assuming they kind of work very similarly. But what we're seeing is the seeds planted with her interactions with Reina and her admiration for her and her frustration here. The frustration, I think, is really the cracking open of that seed where this plant is going to grow and inspire her to become a full-time musician in a way just like Reina is. And so what I love about the moment is that seed was planted, and that excitement and that frustration and that moment there, like I said, in order for a plant to grow, the seed must die, or in order for the plant to grow, the seed must break open and become vulnerable. And Reina, through her passion, Kumiko, through her passion, stuff like that, has made herself kind of vulnerable to disappointments, like she experienced there. But I love that moment with her and Shuichi where he's like, I'm frustrated. No, I want to improve more. No, I want to improve more. So you can see he's a real sweetheart. And we've seen this kind of in the background with Shuichi, that he is working really hard. And when he is called out or he doesn't get it right, he is frustrated. And he's practicing and practicing, even long before Kumiko was bringing her instrument home. He was like, I'm going to improve and be better. So we saw a shift in him a little bit before the shift in Kumiko, maybe because she's just a little bit better at Euphonium and she hadn't really been pushed for, where she didn't feel like she needed to bring it home, versus Shuichi, who might have not been quite at the level he should have been. I think he has been playing as long as maybe she has, I'm not sure. But he kind of hit that moment of like, no, I need to improve, because he was getting called out a little bit earlier. But because we're now in the part where we're getting to really difficult parts, we're getting to the nitpicky like end zone here. We're approaching the end zone, we're approaching the finish line for the competition, and it's not even the national competition. I think it's their regional one, right? And so this is the frustration that's coming to the regional, and this is the nitpicking doing for their regional. I can't imagine what they're going to experience and how they're going to improve after they get past that, which I think they will. Question is like how far, like up the, are they going to get first place, second, are they going to be able to move forward? I think they are going to move forward to the competition. I don't know if they're going to get first place at the competition though. That remains to be seen. But I do, like I said, because Shuichi's not as good as Kumiko, his process has been a little bit longer, and he's been a little bit more focused and purposeful a bit longer than she has. But now that we've reached this part where she's really starting to counter, I think probably her first real difficult section and frustration, that, and because it's a new section too, that she's hit that first wall. Like, oh wow. And she has been we kind of were reminded she has been taking it home before that because of the competition, but now it's kind of, there's that new kind of drive to get this right. And Asuka being so passionate about her instrument and having so much experience and being a little bit older than Kumiko in terms of her amount of time, she's a really good sight reader. She has this beautiful sound to her even when she's sight reading. Kumiko, when she's rushed or when she's sight reading, her sound's not that great compared to Asuka. And so it shows like, oh, this is what you could become You know, you could become her. It can be just there's always room for improvement. And even people who are soloists who have Grammys and other things, no matter what instrument they're playing, there's always going to be a piece that's hard for them. There's always going to be something more difficult. And there's always going to be bad habits. So a lot of times, like professionals, they have to kind of reel back and go, like, let's go back to the basics. Let's kind of, you know, not forget those, because bad habits can slide in and you can realize, oh, I'm playing it this way or that, or just different things like that. So it is super duper cool. To kind of see that frustration of like, now this is the beginning of Kumiko's real journey to probably becoming a professional. If not a soloist like Reina, who that's what Reina's shooting for, then definitely part of an ensemble. It'd be really, really cool. I think that's what Suka's gonna be, but I'm not sure about Kumiko. Thank you so much for watching. I adore this anime. It's so nice to have an anime that I actually can speak into in terms of I have the experience, I know the frustrations, I just remember all of that. And so I really click with this anime, and it's nice to be able to actually offer more to say than, oh, that's cool, which is still fun and enjoyable, and I love picking apart things, like My Hero Academia and Mob Psycho 100, but it's nice to watch an anime that I have a lot of experience with. Thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Please share with your friends, share with your enemies, and I'll see you next time.